Hi. We were just doing some double testing and waiting like a minute or two to see if I was actually going to go offline again. Sorry, am I very loud? We moved the mic so that it's closer, but I keep being too close to it, I think. I don't know if... No, I'm no? Okay. Just all caps. But yeah, the Twitch bandwidth test that we run every day, if we don't get a number above 84 for the quality, it means there won't be quality options. And usually Tim won't get video. And that's kind of like that's the magic number. If we can get something above 80, we'll go for it. 84 is good. Anything below that is like, why even bother? And today when we were running the test, because we run it like 7 times before I go live, and then like 7 times after that, just to fucking try and find a server that'll actually work for us. It's kind of nice to be able to check the stream. He's got it on like the lowest settings. It's not like he's stealing bandwidth or anything like that. Our internet is fucking great. It's Twitch that is just doesn't work. But anyways, so today with the quality option, or not quality options, quality on the Twitch bandwidth test, in the quality area, we were getting 0 quality, 7 quality, and one of them failed. Right now I'm looking at the last test we did, and there's nothing higher than 68. Like, that's the highest quality that any of them are giving us. We literally just, because we tried, Paris was giving us good numbers, it didn't work. We tried London because it was giving us good numbers, it didn't work. And then we just changed to Amsterdam, didn't even fucking check the numbers, and just, that worked, I guess. But, yeah, it's not great. It's bad. And this is like, we start checking like 20 minutes before the normal stream starting time. And it's been getting literally worse every single day. So, also my throat is being really bad lately, and I don't know why. Because I don't think I'm, aside from a few small instances, I don't think I'm making it worse. I feel like I'm trying really hard to make it better, but it feels worse. So I'm gonna try not to talk, gonna try not to get myself all fucking wired up and spazzy. And I don't mean that in a derogatory way. I've got plenty of juice. I'll probably get Tim to bring me some warm drinks later. I'm just going to readjust the mic. Possibly poke around in my journal, because I don't think I've written it in a couple days. And then we'll try out these new aqua brushes that Tim got me. And try to use up some of the ink in my palette so that I can put that, or so I can wash that palette and put it away while I do watercolor for a while. I don't know. I mean, they have Mixer, I guess. Nobody respects it, but it exists. I have personal issues with it, but it exists. Alright, Jess was here. She was getting vigorous brushes from Tim, but she's decided to meander away for a while, I guess. She's actually been sleeping in the house most of the day. Her tummy's been off the last 2 days. She hasn't been eating. So we actually put some hard food in my room last night, and she kept me awake eating it, so at least she ate. But yeah. Hi, hello, little pet frog, Lagamove Haggis. Thanks for helping with the testing and stuff. Hello, Tim and Brad. I've tidied off a bunch of my desk, which makes me happy. But like, I have 2 of these sets of like jars, and I cleaned out the the ink jars because I want to keep them separate. And then I'm like, no, today I'm going to use my ink. And I'm like, oh, fuck. So I went and filled them up and stuff. I've got these aqua brushes that Tim got for super cheap. And I'm scared to use them because I don't want to ruin them. But Tim's like, they're super fucking cheap. That's the whole point. So I'm going to try them today. And maybe we'll try doing some of the flowers I've been doing lately, but with these instead. I don't know. Should have filled these with water, honestly, before I started. We'll figure it out. But yeah, I keep like trying to reorganize things to make my desk better, to make my workspace better, to make me better. There's still a lot I need to do. I need to go through, like, I have a whole, like, I don't know, dresser drawer thing. But it doesn't have clothing in it. It has, like, cables and electronics and art supplies. I need to go through that and rearrange everything. And I also have drawers underneath my bed. And I need to rearrange those. And then rearrange some stuff in the closet. And then rearrange some stuff on the shelves. But I've done some preliminary rearranging. So it's slightly better than it was. But it needs more work. Anyways, yeah, hi. Twitch is special. Hello, Alex Tucky. But yes. I kind of want to show you guys the thing I bought a while ago and that arrived, but it's got like a thing on it that I'm working on and I'm not ready to show it yet. So I basically bought a light box. I bought a light box that's like apparently in between 90 to 200 pounds normally, but I got it for 17 because the dimmer switch doesn't work. This is my face. I was like, yeah, it's like ultra thin and it doesn't heat up and the light doesn't flicker. Oh no. Oh, there's cheap biddies too. Thank you for the tip, Haggis. I'm sorry that you weren't able to reclaim your throne, but it's very much appreciated. I'm probably going to use that towards buying some new glasses because it finally happened. Oh, you can't even tell. I'm going to try and zoom in on these because I can't see because I took them off. Where is the zooming thing? All right. Okay. Is this... I'm sorry in advance. Oh God, please. Oh, I gotta move my sketchbook. It's in the way. It's in the way of the mouse. I think that's pretty much zoomed in. Okay, so you can see... I feel like this is helpful more. No? Fuck off! Man, this is hard when you can't see anything. Yeah, so anyways, this has been a problem for a while, is that both of the lenses are pretty, like, cracked on all four. I think this one's the least cracked. Yeah, this one's, like, not cracked at all, so it's okay. But all four of them are cracked. I lost... 2 of the screw things. This one's all gunked up and gross. This was a replacement screw thing to replace one of these that I lost, and this one's also lost, so this is just uncovered. All the color is like worn off of here, if you can't tell. This used to be purple. Sorry if this is gross. But also, if you can tell behind the gigantic biddy, you can see like how there's like these lines. That's the coating on the glasses. It's been worn off by like the grease on my face, my skin, basically my eyebrows. Eventually just wore all of this off. So slowly I'm having less and less space that I can like actually comfortably look at. Here you go. That gives you a good idea. This is just it's just peeling off. But the thing that happened today, I don't think you can, oh, you can see it actually. That scratch right there. I don't know how it happened, but there is now a scratch right in, it's basically the middle, right in the middle of my glasses. So I'm gonna need to buy a new pair. The other problem, which you can't see on camera, is this actually the arms squash my head. Like, if you have glasses, you know, like you get those lines on like the side of your face. Yeah, these do that to me, and I don't think that helps with my headache situation. I love these glasses, but I need a new pair desperately. So yeah, might help health-wise. Sorry, I couldn't read chat until now. Ustream, Smash Cat. Yeah. I mean, there's always a, what was it, live stream? The website also exists, but I don't think that's for. It's always been a weird website. I never understood it. Won't let me buy them, and I never get advert biddies. Yeah, I'm sorry, Haggis. 2,500 for 20 quid. Oh, there is a biddy sale right now. That's cool. I don't even like. Say the following words. Thanks for the biddies, Brad. And thanks for the biddies, little pet frog. MFPOMFS. What's that mean? Motherfucking piece of motherfucking shit, I'm assuming. I don't think Jess bat me in the face. I don't usually put my face that close to her. I'm clever like that. But yeah, I think I'm caught up. Yeah. But no, Tim actually bought me these glasses. And before that, the last pair of glasses I had was the pair I bought for $50 in Korea. Like 7 years ago. So yeah, anyways, just long story short, I need new glasses. Thank you, Haggis, very much. It's much appreciated. I'm like all over the place right now. I'm gonna finish my juice. How is everybody doing today? I mean, biddies in general, I do appreciate the support, but I don't think that they're very good value for the customer at all, or for the streamer. But yeah, it's one of those things. I haven't written in here since Monday. What day is it? Wednesday. Shit. I can't remember what I did on Monday. All right, Mario Kart. What else did I do on Monday? This is a green. I have to, one of these days I have to actually look. What's the thing? Oh yeah, one of these days I have to actually look and see how much, like, how much money it costs for bits and how much those bits actually translate to in, like, pounds. But it's kind of depressing, so I don't really want to look at it. But yes, I do appreciate any and all support, regardless. But we're having a discussion and I'm commenting on it, that's all. What color do I want? Blue? Pink? Purple? Could use this blue. I want to use up the ink in this pen. And I want to use up the ink in... Oh no, I think I cleaned that one, so that's okay. That's fine. But I don't know if this will show up on the purple. Oh yeah, the fact that you've, like, basically given me free money, that's pretty ridiculous. And I'm totally okay with that. But yeah, anyways, one of those things. I'm gonna say one of these colors. Yeah, feel good factor. What I need to do too, one of the things on my to-do list is to, like, revamp, well, everything on my stream. But specifically, like, alerts and sound effects and stuff. I want to do, like, custom sound effects for alerts, because I think that's way more fun and interesting. It's something I got really passionate about doing in like August or September, and then never got finished or started really. It's on the huge to-do list. Athena's laugh, 30 versions. Well, yeah. I don't know how Athena would feel about that, but... I'll stick with one of these. This one is greeny blue. Sure. Did I even fill out Sunday? Yeah, kinda. Oh, today we watched The Time of the Doctor? Whatever the Christmas one is. The last one with Matt Smith. I didn't pay attention a lot because I didn't want to cry. Tom Baker. I think he was in the... Maybe I'm mixing up the things, because there's the one with like the paintings, and that one's the 50th anniversary one, and that's got like the 3 doctors, and then there's the one with the town called Christmas or whatever. Yeah. Is he the guy at the end of that other one? I didn't know who it was because I'm a scrub. I'm a Doctor Who scrub. I feel like the regeneration was like really... Yeah, that guy. I feel like the regeneration was like really anticlimactic. And like the introductory... Crap? What's crap? Yeah, it was crap. It was totally crap. It was the worst. Like, I blinked and it's like, oh, it's a new guy now. Just done. Just over. And his intro, like his first line and stuff, totally sucked. Everything about it sucked. It was the worst. I was like, I know I've already seen this before, but this is shitty. I hate it. Just, yeah, the kidneys thing, and then the thing with like how do you know how to drive this thing and stuff, and I'm just like, I don't fucking care. This is the second time, and I don't care. I don't remember what I did. I think I made lunch. I think I spent most of the day in bed. We have to say made lunch ? This is why I need to do these things at the time, but you know, whatever. Yeah, well, Sunday I also spent most of the day in bed, and I don't remember anymore. I need to find the mini episode where the 8th Doctor regenerates into the War Doctor. Yeah. It's a little weird, too, because a lot of that, like, those two, like, just those 2 specials did so much retconning. Like, so much. And, like... trying to tie up so many knots with those 2 episodes. It was very kind of bittersweet. Yeah, too much, and like just I don't know. It was a lot to handle in 2 episodes that were still like not really that... Well, the 50th anniversary one was kind of memorable, but like the Christmas special wasn't really memorable at all. So what was yesterday? What did I do? Oh, okay. Well, put that in Discord, and Tim and I can watch that later. Today is Wednesday, right? Oh, okay, done. Cool. It's Wednesday. Weed. I accomplished more today, but not much more. I made bibimbap today. First time I've made rice in a while. Wednesday. I still, in my head, I say Wednesday, like to pronounce it and spell it in my brain. And I say February in my head to spell it in my head. I took some good pictures today of some like stuff for painting eventually. I feel like I have a lot more inspiration when I'm not actually doing art. Hey, Guido. Oh yeah, I also kind of rearranged my shelf beside my bed so that I can put like my journal and stuff over there to work on. Although I still haven't written my journal yet. Because every day I'm like, I don't have anything interesting or special or good to say. And what I need to do is just like, I'm writing in it now, and then write in it the next day, and the next day, and the next day. I don't even know which months have how many days. So, you know, there's that. I know I did something. Oh, I posted to Instagram. I think that's all I did. But on both accounts. I need to tweet about it. Well, I've got my days sort of filled in. Yeah, I know February. I was born in February, so I know February. I'm not entirely, I don't know, Brad. I don't know. I haven't even, like, I haven't been able to, like, I say been able. The whole reason I want to do journaling is so that I can write more extensively and get better practice. And I'm still not really sure, honestly. I feel like I like writing closer to the nib. And I like that about, like, I mean, it might just be that that's what I'm used to. So I like really choking this thing. And with these, even when I do that, I just feel like I'm so far away. Like, I feel like I want to get closer to the end of the pen. Maybe it's because I end up writing like this or something instead of like this. I don't know. I'm not sure. I don't know if I'm just like really used to Lamy or what. But I haven't really written with these. I need to. I've mostly just done stuff like this, where it's like I'm not really writing very much. See, now I feel like I should have used my TWSBI. What day is today? 21st. Okay, so 18, 19, no, 19, 20, 21. Did I walk on Monday? Did I walk? What about it? What about it? Why? What am I showing, Brad? Oh. I don't like this pen at all, but Tim loves it. This is actually a Jinhao. I don't know if you can see. It says Jinhao. Jinhao. This is basically a knockoff Lamy. It's got a very not Lamy nib, but other than that, like just everything else about it, the converters, they've got the window thing, the shape of the barrel, pretty much the shape of this, except for obviously they did that instead of the circular thing. Tim loves it. I hate it. I don't know if you'd like it or not, but you can always get stuff like this, which is very cheap. I don't remember how much I spent for this, but probably £2. Block letters all the time. What stuff works best for that as far as pen and nib style? Let me get out a piece of paper. Maybe I don't hate it as much as I remember hating it. See, this is why I need to like just write lists and stuff, or like, you know, actually work on my journal. I remember it being scratchy. Like basically the Jinhao pens I had were the reason it took me so long to buy something anything other than Lamy, because I was really concerned that I just wouldn't be able to use anything else. Because of the way I write. So, yeah, I just don't like it. I don't like the way it feels. But maybe that's just me. Like, Tim loves it. You know, have you tried many mechanical keyboards yet? You are, Brad, also. And Tim has like 2 or 3 of these Jinhao that I don't like. I gave to him because he loves them. And he also has one of the Platinum Preppies, but he likes this one. Well, just like, I was trying to use like with mechanical keyboards, they all work. But there's some that like I prefer and some that I don't. Just the way they feel, I don't like some of them. And I really like the one I have. But before that, I tried brown switches, and the ones I tried was just, it was very kind of like squeaky, and very kind of like just not ideal. It felt just squeaky, and this makes me feel that way. This makes me feel like it's like kind of, it's not scratchy. It's not scratchy, but it feels kind of scratchy to me. So maybe I just don't like the feedback. I think that might be called feedback. I don't know. Tim loves it. I don't. So I don't know if it's just that I like, because my theory is that I like the Lamy pens, and I get along with the Lamy pens because the shape of the nibs are very, like, the shape of the nib itself is very straight, and the actual nib part is very rounded on all sides. So the sweet spot where it's easy to write at is huge. Like, you can write from all kinds of angles without any effort. So basically they're a beginner pen for a reason. And I think that suits my really shitty writing, like, angle, which is not intended for fountain pens. And then with this, like, same thing. I don't know. Let me try. Yeah, just... what's the difference between that and this? But that's the thing, is I need to improve my writing everything. I think the ink that I put in this originally was a lot smoother feeling. Let me try the other pen as well, because this is a fine question mark. Because I have a fine, I have an extra fine, and I have a medium. But these mediums are different than those mediums if I had a medium in this. But yeah, like, even, I don't know, people, there's definitely like a feedback to this one comparatively. But even then, I like the way this feels better than the way this feels. And yeah, I don't like that. I don't like it at all. But if this was the first one I tried, I probably wouldn't have liked this either. I can see why people, like, don't like the extra fine, basically, of the TWSBI. I don't know, maybe I'm just so used to, like, the smaller nibs. I feel like lately writing with a medium nib is just huge. It's all quink to me. Ink jokes. Sorry, little pet frog. I got it, Haggis. I thought it was funny. So you're saying, like, block writing too? I don't know. I really don't know. And that's part of the problem. I feel like I don't have enough time actually writing with all of these pens. Oh no, there's ink in here. How did there get ink in here? I think it's from this pen. Honestly. Why would you do this to me? Like, rude. How even, how? It's either this pen or this pen. No, this pen. Either way, you two pens are in the naughty corner now. I'm gonna get Tim to see if he can wash that out. What do you have right now, Brad? For a nib? Hi. Sorry. Let me find, yeah. Yeah, see, like, this one feels so scratchy, and I don't know if it's just the ink. I think it's the ink that makes this one feel scratchy. That's yours. I don't know. I don't know. I just don't know. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I know a lot of people swear by using like a 1.1 calligraphy nib or like a stub nib or a bold nib. But then on the other end of the fence, there's people that only use super, 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 super extra fine. So I'm going to say I didn't walk on Monday, but I don't remember. Tim, did I walk on Monday? Yes, exactly, Brad. That's what I did, and what I'm still doing, I guess. Did I walk on Monday, Tim?
Yes.
Yeah? You think so? What? Yeah, it was Mario Day. Did I walk on that day?
Yeah.
Okay.
She.
Huh?
She.
It's in my pocket.
Do you want to get it?
Yeah, well, it's slightly warm still. Can I have something for my throat because I'm talking too much? Or should I just have a lozenge?
Oh, no, happy grapes first.
But then I won't have anything for that.
Then you can have some more grapes.
Well, we don't think grapes are expensive.
I've just got some grapes. And it's just been opened.
But you could give me a tea, like a herbal tea.
Yeah.
It's harder to hear you with these headphones.
I know, it's great. That's the thing you Yeah, how the brush is working.
How I've been doing talking.
Never mind. But yeah, that Brad pen, I'd recommend that pen to Brad.
I don't know.
No, it's electronic, so it'll be fine.
What?
Because is it Chinese or Japanese?
It's Chinese.
Yeah.
Well, maybe
it
not Chinese.
might not come under the tariffs now.
I have no fucking clue.
So it's a good pen.
Tim,
Yes.
would you, if this is not waterproofing, take this wash out? Oh, there's an eraser in there. Right here. It doesn't have to, but
It's expensive. It's meant to get pens like that. Alright, I'll try.
all the ink chat makes me want to play Splatoon. Yeah. Now I want to try writing with my pens more. That was Tim. That was Tim closing the bathroom door, I think, that bonged my microphone. Hey, Athena. But yeah, for Lamy, I also have this pen, which I've never showed or used because that's all chewed up. I was kind of miffed. But I got it because I was like, oh, white pen would look nice, but it's all chewed up. And this is a Vista that's not inked currently. And a pink pen that's not inked currently. And another Vista that's not inked currently because I'm trying to... I wanted to be able to use all my new pens, but I haven't been using them. But anyways, I have... What is it? Yeah, 1.1, 1.5, 1.9 calligraphy nibs. And the 1.1 is like... It's not very wide. Depending on your writing, something like this might do really well for like thick block letters. But you definitely need to like... work with it, kind of, I guess. But it doesn't have like the ball on the end. It's like a flat, straight kind of thing. But yeah, then I've also got, there's left hand, which I don't entirely know what the difference is. But there's left hand, extra fine, fine, medium, broad. And then there's also, yeah, broad is pretty broad. There's also another one that I don't have, but it's basically the same as medium. I don't know. You can get like so in depth with nibs and stuff because basically each company has a different... It's the same as women's clothing. Well, it's the same as all clothing, but specifically women's clothing because it's the worst. Where like all the sizes are different from every company and every country. Yeah. But if you've, I don't know if you've seen it on the Goulet website, but there is like a nib comparer thing. I don't think it's perfectly accurate, but you can kind of look and be like, oh, this nib compared to this nib, and you can see what they look like writing wise. And I think it's all done by Brian. It's all one person that does it, so the writing is relatively consistent. And it also does have dots, so you can see like the height is consistent too, you know? So it's not just like a blank white background, so you can't tell like, oh, is that thickness and that thickness the same? Or is this just like a more zoomed in picture? Anyways, I'm not actually creating any art, so let's at least put some brush to paper. I don't have anywhere to put these pens now. I can put them here. I could do just some writing with them also, but I've already fluffed around for almost an hour. This one I changed from a broad to a medium, and I still feel like this writes more like a broad. And it might be because this is the oldest nib from the first pen I got. And I do know, specifically with gold nibs are more prone to it. But nibs will actually change as you write with them. So like if you write with a pen long enough, it'll actually sort of kind of like adjust a little bit to you. Just kind of wearing down basically. But like I say, that's why I mean specifically gold nibs are the worst for it. Or the best for it, depending on how you put it. But like gold nibs, if you buy a fine, it'll end up being like a medium. I don't think the like steel nibs and whatever are that drastic. But that medium definitely doesn't feel like a medium anymore. I feel like it... But maybe it's, like I say, because I keep writing with fine and extra fine. I don't know. It just feels like it's bigger, but I mean, it looks the same. Maybe it's just because it's a wetter ink. That's the thing, is there's just so many variables.
Sheep.
My sheep friend came back. This is my sheep friend. Thank you. I also have tea. Slacker is singing Christmas carols in 2 days. Oh. Maybe use a word other than fluffed. Oh. What's wrong with fluffed? Come on. Nothing wrong with fluffed. I feel like faffed sounds worse. Yeah. Oh, I definitely plan on it, little pet frog. I've got a container full of feathers saved already. Right. I got your quills right here. I plan to try writing, like making a actual quill feather quill thing. And I could also try like just cutting this part and making like a plastic nib thing. But something else I want to do is I want to try like basically stripping this stuff, cutting these somewhere here, and then putting a little collar on it and basically making a brush out of feather, because that's a thing you can do as well. But yeah, whenever I see a giant feather when I'm on my walk, I take it home with me. And this isn't even all of my feathers, because Jess has some downstairs as well. I also have, if I'm going to just be distracted, I may as well be distracted, but I also have a couple jars full of rocks. I keep finding pretty rocks and bringing them home with me from my walks. I really like whatever this stuff is. It's like semi-translucent. I don't know if this is flint or not. And quartz. I like quartz. Basically anything that's got any translucency. I love. Let's see here. There's one in here that's really cool. Well, more than one. But yeah, like just stuff like this. This is sharp though, I gotta watch out. I'm pretty sure that's flint. Unless it's got like striations or something. Should probably have it zoomed in. Yeah, I don't know. I know a lot of the stuff I pick up is related to quartz or flint. That's what I know. That's basically all I know. Yeah, I bring home a lot of quartz. I have just big old quartz rocks. Gimme. This rock is too big. It won't come out of the jar. Shush! Stop being so loud!
I just showed something to do on me.
I can't hear you. Tim. Oh no. Oh no. Yeah, quartz. Please. No, it's not gonna fit anymore. I didn't arrange it right. That rock's too big. Okay, so I have this jar, which is now fucked up because I didn't put them in right. And I have... Oh no. Tim, no! Tim, no! Please, no!
How come Mr. Geologist is here?
What?
How come I said something about being a geologist or whatever?
Oh, yeah, I'm not a geologist. And then I got this rock on my desk. And I've got this rock on my desk, which doesn't look as pretty, but it is, especially when it's wet. And then Tim brought this in. I found a doll hand. Don't worry about it too much. And this piece, I don't know, it just seemed like, don't worry about it. It's also, this is... shale? I don't remember. My brain is like not working right now. Here's another piece of quartz. Like this honestly looks like something... Tim, is this one of your rocks? I don't think I found this rock. I think this is Tim's rock. Here's a rock. You want a rock? Here's a rock. This is like a vein. Just a huge vein of quartz. Well, like 2 veins of quartz. I took that home on my walk. Yeah. Fight me. And here's another jar of rocks. This one's got mostly quartz with some flint and stuff in it. The problem is, I know there's some rocks in here that are just like I love to death, but I can't. I'd have to dig through the whole jars, and I don't have, you know. And if you thought that was enough, I have another jar of rocks. A lot of these little bits actually came out of somebody's like flower pot that they dumped out somewhere, and I just stole like all of the rocks because they were pretty. They were all just like flint bits. Also, this jar was not clean when these rocks were put in, and I'm getting sticky touching it. Anyways, there's lots of pretty rocks. Now I'm just looking at the rocks. I'm sorry. But yeah, lots of flint, lots of quartz, lots of shinies. This is one of the things I do when I need to slow down. Because I walk too fast a lot of the time. I got all these rocks all over my desk. Alright, well. Do you love my art? It's great. I'm going to take a quick break. Yeah, I find them on my walks. Yeah, well they can be drawn, or like I could also get like a Dremel and like try shining them up or something. What the heck is that? Oh well, I'll figure it out on my break. But yes, I am going to take a break, and I'll be back in a couple of minutes, and I will actually put something on these pages. Hi. Hello. Well, certainly got distracted. That's for sure. Figured I'd get this out. I'm still going to use that, but I thought I'd use this to do some preliminary testing of these water brushes. Also, not super digging this song. Let's chill out with some ambient. Tea. I do need to like tape this down to something. So during my break at the last second, I did remember to fill these with water. And I brought out the two brushes that I was using pretty much all month for Inktober, which may or may not be dry. That's fine. I can fill them. We have the technology. These are counter whatever though. It's weird. They screw the wrong way. I could also just turn down my music. That would help. Help me feel less like I need to speak over it. Which I think is part of why my throat hurts as much as it does. It's because I've been trying to speak over my music. I need to like turn up my own so I can hear myself better in my headphones. All right. So now we have the two that I previously used and the four that I'm making a mess with. No! So let's do some just trying to squeeze some water through. Squeeze through. Brush is still dry. Squeeze the water through. There we go. So squeeze the water through. All right. So it's a bit of a baseline. I know it's going to disappear anyways, but it helps me kind of feel how it feels. So we have this one, which is actually like a thick wedge. And these brushes are actually like a completely different shape, like the barrel. And the fibers feel different. Oh, they also feel like there was some kind of something in them, which is being washed off onto my fingers. Not a huge fan, but that happens with a lot of brushes. Just feels kind of like slimy, soapy. I say this one's interesting because it's like thick on one side and thin on the other direction. Might be interesting to use for like hand calligraphy, hand lettering, that's the word I'm looking for. The rest are normal point brushes in 3 different sizes. Pretty sure I'm going to be able to figure out which one goes on what, because they all are labeled. Small, medium, large. And yeah, they've just got like something holding them together to make them pretty. Which I'm kind of washing off. It's very nice. It's very comparable in size to the one I have already. A bit smaller even, maybe? It looks pretty much exactly the same. But the one I have is longer. So it comes to a point slightly differently. But yeah, comparable in size for sure. Wow, the thin one definitely has the most gunk on it. It also has the least bristles, so it feels a little weird when I'm trying to like clean it. I think the water might just like shoot out of it. Still doesn't feel like it has the finest point, but definitely smaller. Bigger than, no, smaller than, the same thing again. It's got a shorter bristle than the one I have. It's probably, I think it has less bristles than the one I have, and these bristles feel like they might be finer. But the base size looks similar. Yeah, I don't know about this. The small one might not be the best. There's like space around there. I don't know. We'll see how that works in future. Yeah, same thing. Just the way the bristles are held in. I'm not. It feels weird, but maybe it'll work fine. Then again, I've never really played with these bristles in that way. Yeah, no, they just feel more secure, but I think it's similar. I've just never fondled them quite in that way. Now this is the medium one between the two. But I feel like that's closer to the way this one feels. Which is odd. Or maybe it's this one. I don't know. Either way, got some ones to try now. Let's try them with actual ink. Instead of just water. Well. I really feel like I need to like tape this down to something. Not sure about the flow in comparison. Maybe it's because I was always dipping these, but it felt like they just were wet longer. Maybe I'm wrong. Oh, there's a page here. Oh, there's a page here. Right, that was the page I was going to use. Let's just put that there. I always wanted it to be on camera, but there's no comfortable way for it to be on camera and also safe and not going to knock over. Let's try this one. Ooh, I really liked this color that I made yesterday or the day before. Maybe let's do it on a different page where there's nothing on the back, just in case. I do like these pages though, the ones I've been doing lately. Even if they're just completely... I don't know. Ooh, that is nice to have that. It's actually fun to have like a different shape brush. That's something like I've also been kind of looking at in regards to other like water brushes. Well, not water brushes, watercolor brushes. Not specifically because I like desperately need to have more brushes, but mostly because most of the watercolor brushes I have are pointed, like just round, I guess is what they're called. And I think it would benefit me to try some other shapes. Let's try a different color. Definitely digging these. These are pretty fucking awesome so far. You wouldn't think, like, well, who cares? It's, you know, whatever. But I might need to get some backups of these just in case they ever, like, stop selling them. Because I'm going to want to have these in, like, multiple kits, I think. What did I say, Brad? I was thinking cop-out, but I don't know what I actually said. What else? What other colors do I have here? Let's use a non-vibrant color. Oh. Yeah, I had a comment on one of my Inktobers too, where they were saying like that they really liked something that I did, and I said that basically I had no control over it and it was just like it just happened that way. And they were like, "No, take fucking credit for what you did." And I'm like, "No, it's if it wasn't completely intentional, I feel like I don't deserve the credit." And that's something I have definitely noticed, like during Inktober, that I have a hard time with art that wasn't intentional and like owning it, which may not make sense to some people. I don't know. Does that translate? Do you understand what I mean? I'm not trying to sound shitty. Very literally, I don't know if the concept that I'm trying to convey makes any sense. That's a sexy color and a sexy line. I'm liking it. Do a larger set with different sizes and brush shapes. Oh, I would still say that's expensive, but I do like them a lot. Yeah, maybe not expensive, but I guess the same price as most the same price as most Chinese water brushes. Cheap as far as water brushes that are marketed and sold in the UK. Because most of those are 9 to 14 quid. This is where I go, oh no, I've stained them, I've ruined them. But it's like, yeah, well, this is how the ones in Inktober look like, and they work just fine. I don't know, like, why some of the paper is like this. That's a paper thing, not a brush thing. Basically, when I say intentional, see, that seems like it might be the brush, but I think it's the paper. For example, something like this. Like, I spent a lot of time trying very hard to make the lines look the way I thought was right. I tried to mix the colors to match exactly what it looked like, and not specifically realism, but like I was very purposeful with what I was trying to do. As opposed, and same like this, like I didn't achieve what I wanted, but what I was doing was very like, this is what I want it to look like. This is me placing like color and drawing shapes and trying to make it look a certain way. As opposed to something like this, where I blobbed a bunch of colors and then put a bunch of salt on it, and then it came out fucking magical. But I wasn't sitting here going like, I'm going to draw all these little things and I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that. Like, it was more of like a chemical reaction as opposed to me intentionally making marks. So I have a hard time being like, oh, I made this magical, wonderful thing. It's like, well, this was a magical, wonderful chemical reaction that I was a part of. So stuff like this, where it's like not intentional. Like, it's intentional, but it's not. I'm not fully in control. I have a hard time like owning that and being like, yeah, I did that. It's like, well, the art basically made itself. It wasn't my fault. I just happened to be there. And it sucks when there's stuff like this, which I fucking love, and then, I'll do something like this, and I'm like, I hate it. But, like, this was me trying very hard to make something beautiful. This was me failing into making something beautiful. So. But that's a personal problem that I need to deal with. Definitely need to look at the other shapes and sizes of these brushes, but I'm liking them. I know some people really frown on like water brushes, but I don't fucking care. Like, if it makes me happy or helps me create something, it's fucking good enough for me. Oh shit, that's straight blue. Well, whatever. I'm just gonna fill this page with marks. I was going to do some flowers. I'll do them on a different page. It'll dry fast. It's ink anyways. Yeah, exactly. Like that definitely does a disservice to the artist. And there's also the people that are just like, "Oh, well, you're just talented." And it's like, "No," especially cuz a lot of people work really hard to try and get to where they are. So it's like that took me 20 years of practice and it's not like, "Oh, I just magically." Speaking of magic, it's like I didn't just magically get those skills. I worked hard for them. Whereas me, it's like I feel like I'm the opposite. I feel like I pissed away like 30 years of my life, and instead of actually practicing art, I've just half-assed my way through my classes in college and spent years hating myself too much to actually create anything. So it's like, well, if I'd tried harder, I'd be better by now. Which I also know is an unhealthy way to look at things. I'm not saying these things are good. I'm just saying these are things that are in my brain. Stuffed squash. I don't think I've ever had stuffed squash, but it sounds yummy. Hello, our man. I'm just trying to recognize and move past unhealthy stuff like that. But it's also not magic that I can't just... It doesn't just happen overnight. A lot of the stuff in my brain is intertangled with a bunch of other bullshit that I shouldn't even be thinking about. Yeah, pretty much, Haggis. Pretty much. Apparently, I have received somewhat confirmation that my packages were mailed on like the 5th of October. They still haven't arrived, as far as I know. Unless somebody knows otherwise. And I haven't actually got like a piece of paper saying they've been mailed, but we had a visit from the person that mailed them. So hypothetically, those things have been mailed. Oh yeah, that was Fed meds. Should be taking those. It's kind of fun when I'm not doing anything representational and I can just use whatever fucking colors I feel like and it's all like bright and wild. Hey, Mega Cheese. Oh, Mega Cheese, is there like a Canada Post strike on right now? I remember hearing something about that, but I don't know if it actually happened or what. And if it's like still going or something, maybe, I don't know. Even so, it wouldn't, the other package I sent was to the America, not the Canada. Oh yeah, I also had to try really hard not to cry during the scene with River in the other episode yesterday. Been ongoing for some time, rotating, so across Canada in different times, not all at once. Well, that might make sense for why my mom's package hasn't arrived, but that doesn't make sense why Ko's package hasn't arrived. Because that wouldn't have been, like, that wouldn't have gone there. That would have just gone to the US, right? How long has that been going? Like, probably a month, right? Pfft. I mean, as long as my mom's package actually arrives, I don't fucking care. But I'm also just really curious why Ko's package is taking over a month as well. Yeah, exactly. There's no reason it would have gone through Canada, so that shouldn't be a thing. But especially like my mom's package, it's like, I don't know which way it would have went, but it probably went the long way across Canada, which would mean that it might get stuck in every fucking, like, every time they do the thing. Which is cool, I guess. And by cool, I mean not. October 22nd. Okay, that doesn't make any sense then because, well, I mean, maybe. I don't fucking know. It still should have only taken, from what I understand, 9 days. If you include weekends, I don't know. That would have been cutting it close. Either way, it probably got stuck in it. But still, it doesn't. For Ko's package, it still doesn't make any sense. I feel like everybody in Canada is always on strike, but maybe that's just the climate I grew up in. It was always the nurses, the teachers, or the post office. Always on strike. Are you dry yet? Are you dry yet? Are you dry yet? Pretty much. I think it's just this bit that I did last, of course. I think it's like an eraser mark. Aha, now it's dry. Sucker. Yeah, maybe just because I lived in BC. Everybody was always on strike. Oh, and also, I don't know if the ferry ever went on strike, but I feel like that was a thing when I was a kid.